Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for managing to watch this channel. Please, I'm begging you in the name of God, subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. All you have to do is to click, that button below and subscribe. Okay, now going straight into my entrepreneurial bants for the day. Actually, I think it's going to be very useful for me to be having this entrepreneurial bants very often, because I think sometimes we get so caught up in the whole shenanigans of talking about success stories. I did this. Oh, I made 60 million pounds, and I made 10,000 pounds. Blah blah blah. That we don't even, we don't get to actually share our failures with people. So my entrepreneurial bant is basically more or less about talking about failures as an entrepreneur, what I failed at, and things I find interesting. So I'm gonna be discussing them with you, things which I find interesting, and also discussing my failures with you. So this week I'm gonna be talking about Kylie Jenner. So for some reason, some people actually, so Kylie Jenner, was on Forbes magazine of recent, and Kylie is not currently the youngest billionaire ever. And Bill Gates, who was 30 when he made his first billion, and that's on top. Mark Zuckerberg made his own first billion at 23. So far, in the 21st century, Kylie Jenner is the youngest billionaire at 21. And to be honest, I'm just really, really, really happy for this babe, because it takes a lot to be a billionaire. Some of us are still struggling with thousands of pounds. That's, for you to now be a billionaire in dollars, that's a big achievement. And for women, I think this is a step towards the right direction, because people now have, someone to look up to, that, okay, if Kylie can do this, then I'm inspired to actually be better. So going straight into the conversation, they saying that Kylie is not a self-made billionaire. So is Kylie a self-made billionaire? And my answer is yes and no. Yes and no. That's my answer. So I wouldn't say no, she's not a self-made billionaire. And the reason why I would just say no is because, nobody's actually self-made. That's the truth. So if you're talking about, somebody was self-made, nobody is self-made. And here's why. You will always need the network of people to be able to be successful. So for you as an entrepreneur, for you to actually make genuine success, you're going to be needing people to actually push things for you. In the case of Mark Zuckerberg, we have the Harvard institution being able to push that through for him and his network of friends, which he had. So maybe we talk about Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, so from what they're saying, that okay, she had this network of come from a rich family. Mark Zuckerberg, was blocked. So, giving it that leverage. So, for example, somebody may have started it in the Commonwealth University, or started the same idea in one other university, maybe Wesleyan University or whatever university, and which I believe that they actually did in those schools, but they didn't reach the scale of Mark Zuckerberg. That means Mark Zuckerberg gained from Silicon Valley and gained from Harvard alumni network, definitely. So, which means that most importantly, there's something about plugging into the right ecosystem. So you may have the most fantastic idea ever. You may be really great at, finding solutions to problems. If you don't have the system to be in, you're more or less not going to go anywhere. Now, what people are failing to see is that the Kardashian and Jenner family have actually become an entrepreneur step on its own. So people are failing to understand that. So people are still seeing them as the sex family, the whatever family, the scandal family. But no, what people are failing to see is that these people are building generational wealth. So they're like the Rockefeller. The only difference is that theirs was made of a sex tape. Whether you like it or not, we're not in a position where, the world is driven by sex. driven by being sexy, things like that. So what they've managed to do is to capitalize on that market, capitalize on it, and be able to make profit for themselves. So when you look at the fashion industry of today, at any phase at all you're looking at it, or from any angle which you're looking at it, there's no way you're not going to mention a gender or condition system on its own. So what Kylie has been able to do is to plug it. Going by that summary, it just means that she's not a self-made billionaire. So that's it basically. So if you're self-made, but at the same time, I have another argument going by what entrepreneurship should be about. So she's not self-made, but when you're looking at entrepreneurial tests, does she meet the criteria? I would say yes. So who's an entrepreneur basically? An entrepreneur is someone that's been able to harness opportunities around them to make the market work for them and to be able to make profit from that market. And, I would like to say this, it's not easy being an entrepreneur. It's the hardest thing ever. So, Kylie could have just, be chilling in our house and doing whatever she wants. After all, our sisters are rich. Our mother is also wealthy. So she didn't have to do anything. But this girl went above and beyond to think about an opportunity based on her insecurity. So first of all, if Kylie Jenner refused to see her lips as a problem or her lips as an opportunity, she wouldn't have been able to enter that market, basically. So first of all, she created a buzz by whatever thing she did with her lips. Yeah? And then the buzz brought a lot of attention to her. And then from that, she was able to actually convert that into cash. And that's something most of us have not been able to do. People have gone to do MBA to get this kind of skill set, and they're still not being able to make profit in their business. So for me, that on its own means that Kylie has passed the test of being an entrepreneur. And me myself, being an entrepreneur myself, let me just tell you something. I started a lot of business and I failed in most of them. So I've been an entrepreneur, I would say, officially for like up to 11 years, officially. Because I started really young. I started selling things really young, creating things really young. But I made profits, here and there. But when it was time for me to scale, I always found myself being unable to scale. And for the first time in December was when I actually made good profit from what I was doing. And I would say since entering the UK, I've started a lot of businesses. My first profitable business ever was in December. So that's to show you that, business is not just about, getting in there, creating opportunity. There's a lot of work to be done. And I would like to say we have to respect the fact that Kylie has put in the work. And to me, like Forbes magazine said, they have a metrics through which they call self-made entrepreneurs. And on that metrics is actually 7. So she's not like as if she inherited the totality of her wealth. She did not. She's had to actually create a product, create a lip gloss, whatever. I personally do not own a Kylie Jenner lip gloss, but I can tell you something. If you meet any youth in this country, especially the young girls between the age of 13 to 25, a lot of them have Kylie Jenner's product. So Kylie is like the new Estee Lauder. Take it from me. And trust me, to be able to be such a brand and be consistent with it and not to put any kind of scandal around there, I think she's done so well. And kudos to you, Kylie. So that's what I have to say. I think Kylie is a self-made entrepreneur to me. And at the same time, being self-made is a very subjective subject, like I said, But going by the metrics which Forbes magazine used, yes, she is a self-made entrepreneur. And so that's my rant for today. Apologies, I was a bit boring, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching and take care. Bye. Subscribe. Bye.